Primer in the NFL, and this goes back to our score phone days. I've been recording this for you since 1988, I guess, and we got some great stuff for you today. Joe Duffy's picks, not surprisingly, we did sweep the Hall of Fame game. I've got side up for tonight, plus Major League Baseball, all at offshoreinsiders.com. A ton of great intel for you. And why don't we start out in Major League Baseball, as I do have some killer trends for you. The Orioles 21-8 this year, plus 18.9 units off of 4 straight home games. Diamondbacks going way back, 88-158 their last 246 games, minus 51.70 units. The Brewers 3-11, minus 19.3 units versus National League teams batting .255 or worse. The Tigers have gone under 104, 60, and 6, going back to their last 170 games. The Astros under 31-10 this year. Orioles also been great on the run line as an underdog, 80-39, plus 33.73 units. Red Sox over 10-0 this year versus an opponent averaging 1.5 or more home runs per game. The Twins currently on a 13-0 overrun. And the Blue Jays over 12-1 this year in revenge of a 1-run loss. Now, please like us, retweet, comment, and that's your way of telling us you want more free information like this, and it helps spread the word. It really helps us as far as search engines are concerned. So any help you can give us, I will give you this great free information all year long, college and pro football. All right, preseason primer. As far as some line moves, New England and the New York Giants. The Giants are 3-point road favorites with a total of 34. This opened at New England minus 2 and 34. Why the line move? We'll tell you about it. There's 56% of the bets, but yet just 28% of the money on the Patriots. A lot of people would say that implies sharp money on the Giants. When the number of tickets are on one side, but the money is on the other side, go with the money. Over-under bets, 55% of the bets, but yet just 42% of the money is on the over. That would be maybe a very minor sharp move, not a big enough discrepancy to get that excited about if you like those metrics. Tennessee and Baltimore. Ravens are 3.5, 31.5, opened up as Baltimore minus 3 and 34. Kind of standard the first week of preseason and, up until last year, really the first 2 weeks of preseason. You start out as default. The home team is usually favored by 3, but a very significant half-point line movement going off a key number. We'll tell you about that why in a moment. The side, 78% of the bets, but just 58% of the cash on the Ravens. Over, under, a stunning 97% of the bets, yet just 12% of the money on the over. So again, some people would say that sharp money implies, the money would imply that the sharp money is on the under. All right, now just some news and notes for tonight's games. We kind of mix them in. Mixed reports in the Titans' top pick, Traylon Banks, training camp performance, but sources say that he is fired up to silence the critics tonight, so we'll see if he has a big night. Patriots head coach Bill Belichick, 49-36 straight up in the preseason, including 9-2 the past 3 years, so maybe in the, the post-Tom Brady era, Belichick putting a little more emphasis in winning in the preseason, although he's been traditionally a pretty good preseason coach. One of the most remarkable runs in all of sports, to say the least, is the Ravens. Their preseason run is ridiculous, 20-0 straight up, 17-2-1 ATS during that span. Last year, their average margin of victory was 18 points, which is staggering, to say the least. And Harbaugh overall with the Ravens, 23-7. In the NFL preseason. So that's the reason why the line has moved a half a point again. As you know, the biggest key number in sports would be 3 points in the NFL. So it moves off of 3 points. Even a half-point move is considered to be pretty much significant. Now, Tyler Huntley starts at quarterback for the Ravens, who are expected to rest their stars. Ryan Tannehill may play a series of quarterback for the Tits, but rookie Malik Willis and third-year journeyman Logan Woodside will get the bulk of the work. Now, Brian DeBall makes his debut as head coach for the Giants. Now, there's a thinking a lot of gamblers believe a first-year coach will want to get a win under his belt, especially in his debut. So he may or may not be more inclined to win in the NFL. Sometimes I report it, you decide, but that is at least a popular theory to go with first-year coaches, especially in their first game, although some might argue the sense of urgency grows if they lose their first game. Maybe there's even more sense of urgency in game 2. Now, the reason there's been a significant line move, every healthy player on the Giants is expected to play versus the Patriots. Also, the Patriots' offense has struggled in training camp. They really have no playmakers, and the staff is struggling without departed offense coordinator Josh McDaniels. Again, please visit offshoreinsiders.com for the best plays. We've got the highest industry bet on both of these games on the Master Lock Line, Joe Duffy's Picks, with a ton of stuff. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Offshore Insider. Remember, although the site is Offshore Insiders, because of character limitations, it's Offshore Insider on Twitter, and any late-breaking information on these games will be released there. And, of course, you want to follow Offshore Insider on Twitter, like all day long for the latest gambling information, and it's